Hey! Good to see you again. How are you? Whole and well, thanks to you. Not that Lara's given me a chance to rest. She eyes another Orlan woman. My sister makes me earn my keep around here. You spent long enough stuck in that frozen cell, didn't you? Your limbs need exercise now. Teach me what you know. She laughs. As long as you can keep up. I was granted Blooded Hunter.
Hey there.
Sorry, what? Hey, I got a talent. Enraged, thank you so much for that host, man. Do appreciate it. You're awesome. Holy shit, bro. I got a passive that gives me resistance against slash and pierce by 1 and +1 stealth for no reason. Cool, I love it. Also, what did I get? Scales of the Raven. Yeah, it's not that great. Once a simple set of scale mail worn by an elven scout of the Fisher Crane tribe, it was transformed along with its wearer. The scout and his party ambushed an expeditionary force that had ventured too far into the Thane Bog. One of the explorers, a wizard, cursed the scout with a spell that turned him into a raven. The scout survived the battle and took advantage of his new form to track the wizard back to his tower. When the scout broke the curse, he found that his armor retained some of the affliction's magic. Far-sighted and nearly undetectable, he broke into the wizard's tower, evading its magical defenses and killed him in his sleep. The suit is black and form-fitting, and the feather-like scale grow in erratic whirls. They fall off over time, only to grow back again in new patterns. That is really freaking weird. Although I don't need it. It's pretty crappy. Thanks, Leonard. Thank you so much, man. And guys, give some love to Enraged. He absolutely deserves it. He's on his way to 150 followers, and be awesome if he could reach it. Thanks to you guys. That'd be great. Bap, ba, bap. Whoa! So now we have to go back down and then back up. First, I'm going to go up, though, because what I'm going to do is I want to at least uncover the area so we don't have to load back into Old Song again. Aha! There we go. So now it's discovered. We can go to Heartsong, rest, and then go straight back to Northweld. Bam, ba-dum, bam. Hey, Asterial, what's up, dude? How you doing? And I'm doing great, by the way. I'm about to have dinner. Awesome, dude. What are you eating? I had some steak with some kimchi. It was great. It was fantastic.
I'll see what's ahead.
An Orlan baby lies in the crib, tiny and dark-furred. Though her eyes are closed with sleep, she squirms under the blanket and nuzzles the pillow. Yeah, we're gonna leave her. The heart still smells of freshly cooked game. Grease spatters the blackened bricks.
I'll see what I can find.
It just sucks. I wish I could give her to somebody, you know? Philly cheesesteak and fries and cherry pie for dessert. Oh, dude, that sounds delicious. You had a turkey sandwich? Oh man, it's all good. Dude, my steak was cooked to fucking perfection. It was so good. It was melting in my mouth. It was great. Although, I'm gonna say Philly cheesesteak sounds delicious right now. And cherry pie, dude. Oh, cherry pie. Yes. Although, yeah, cherry pie is great. But give me apple pie. Now, like an apple pie. Holy mother. That's freaking good. Meatballs? Yeah, meatballs good. You have a saying?
Welcome.
Anytime is good time for pie. Yes, you're right. It is. I like your room, please. That one. Oh, yeah. Short of copper, but it's so worth. Making me hungry? Dude, I'm making me hungry. Like, I kind of want to have pie now. I don't have pie. Me and Van are trying to cut on, like, you know, dessert and sugary food and all that stuff. So, there's very little I can eat right now that would get anywhere close to pie. Yeah, that's your kino parlor. So next to dinner is all these other people gambling. That's awesome. It's like eating your food and all these older people gambling their money around. Away, I should say, not around. Where can I leave? Here? Yeah, let's leave here. Oh, Tsumi's gone. That's right. Maybe Ericlus knows. Dude, is there a way for me to get the baby, the baby Orlin, and give her to the lady that's in this building? You know, at the end there, the lady she allowed us in. Is there a way for me to, like, take that baby and give it to her? Northwell it is. And, oh, we have a bounty in that zone. Also, my shoulder hurts like crazy. That's why I keep, like, pushing myself back in my chair just because my shoulder hurts like crazy. I don't know why. Like, it hurts real bad. Even tried to, like... Ugh. Find a Deerwood expedition by the Pilgrims camp in Nordweld's wilderness.
Slowly now.
Save? Man, this is almost like the jungle. It's crazy.
I'll teach you.
Wolves. Oh yeah.
Eyes open.
Uh-oh. They might already be dead, bro. Arrows crude and fletched with bright feathers protrude from the corpse. Shit. Track long and shallow at east. They're speckled with blood. Shit. They got murdered. They got very killed. The inscription on this altar almost unreadable under a layer of thick moss. Pay homage to Aelia. Aelia, don't mind me. I'm gonna steal your shit. Van is doing better. Much better. Yeah, she's knee-deep in TV shows. We just recently subbed to Netflix and Amazon Prime. And now she's just like watching TV shows all the time. She's getting in the action. Over here. Quinnet hides in the tall underbrush. Twigs poke out of her hair. Chunks of dried mud cling waist-high to her leather leggings. Quiet, keep low. Take a look. She points up to the ridge. My friends are up there, over the lip of the hill. There were signs of the battle at the camp. Quinnet nods, her lower lip. Quinnet nods, her lower lip, crushed lip, beneath lip, her teeth, lip. I wasn't fast enough, lip. Pox-ridden fangs, lip. Magrin burned them all. Lip. Policy, what's going on, man? What's up, dude? Lip. What's going on? The Fang must have caught the scent and rushed the group. She begins to run her gloved fingers over her hair and stops. The pressure snaps one of the twigs stuck on her black curls. Some of my friends are still alive, but the Fangs have them surrounded. The expedition. Quinnet brings her hand back to the pommel of her estoc, or what remains of it, has taken cover in some ruins above these cliffs. The Fang must be toying with them, or letting them starve a bit before the next attack. We need to act, or they're as good as dead. How did the Fangs get here? Quinnet looks down to her feet, shaking her head slowly. I cut a decoy path, set false campfire, and dusted over every footprint I could find. It didn't slow them much. I'll see what I can do. Quinnet nods. Maybe you can find a way around the Fangs. There's got to be another way up to that ridge. She wipes away the sweat from her brow, her glove leaving behind a dirty smudge. You aren't dressed like my man. Perhaps you could try talking to the Fangs. They might not think you're with us. Lip. She grabs your hand, squeezing it. Please help. I already have enough friends to bury. Quinnet releases your hand and crouches down into the vegetation, blending back into the brush. Lip.
Light, flame, and
Oh, man. How you been, Policy? I haven't seen you in a little while. What's going on, man? I miss your face. Okay. Oh, the Fangs. Hey, bros.
What brings you here?
An elven woman stands beside a stag, petting the great beast on its neck. As you approach, the animal jerks its head in your direction and rears up. Stillness. The woman orders the stag, pulling on the skin of the stag's neck until it ceases to buck. Easy now. No need to fight. Yet. She turns to face you. One ear is missing its top half, and many battle scars raise her otherwise smooth skin. More foreigners, more unclean feet trampling on our lands, more blood to feed the trees. She shakes her head. You should not be here, Sir Moore. Her hand moves to one of several blades strapped to her hips. If you are here in our land, it is either to steal from us or to aid those who would. She gestures to the north and at the ruins of Engwitten building protruding from the underbrush. They're wooden mercenaries, looters. Can you hear their panicked whispers? Leave this place at once, or we will kill you when we finish with these Estermorn. I'm a friend of Eir Glenfath. She holds her gaze on you. The great stag stomps its front hooves on the ground and turns to its master. Do you speak the truth, foreigner? If you are indeed a friend, you would respect our lands and not defile our sacred soul with your trespass. The woman clenches her jaw, its muscle quiver under the pressure until suddenly calm returns to her expression. If you have no bond of kin or kith with the looters, I will give you a chance to prove it. She draws one of her swords and with a swift arcing motion points it to the ruins beyond. The invaders must be purged from our lands. Prove your worth and we will believe your words. Tell me about these mercenaries. Raiders, looters, same as all the other Derwooden thieves that pillage our lands. The woman touches the oblique stub where half of her ear used to be. We tried the Derwooden from their first step beyond the Great River and waited for them to err. They always do. We claimed after pack in our first assault. The cowards that ran now huddle to the north. When the wind turns, you will smell their fear. If they surrender, will you let them live? Softness such as yours will not bring them to heel. Their greed knows no bound. Their memory honors no history. What use have we of prisoners? What example do we set to others by letting them live? She shakes her head. Why would we forgive again? Because you soar where they crawl. The Fangs deserve better foes than these wounded animals. Send them home with grave warnings for their kin. The woman gazes north, her mouth a twisted scowl as she ponders your words. The great stag nudges her shoulder and she reaches up to scratch the animal's chin. Blood was spilled and life sprouts from a soaked ground. She looks at you with a cold glare, mutters a curse under her breath, and sheathes her blade. We will let the raiders return headless. Their leaders must pay for the crimes. Only then may the rest go free. She waves her hand northward. Go deliver my message before I see the folly in this decision. I will tell them at once. Should I convince her to let the leader go? Lip. I will tell them at once. We wish the leader to be an example to others. Sever his head, his freedom, or his family, which will best warn others not to trespass into our lands. Okay, so she doesn't necessarily want him dead.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Stop, friend or foe. The man in blood-soaked armor points his blade at you, and his wounded and weary comrades flock into position behind him. A trickle of blood runs from a cut on his brow down to his neck, staining a locket worn on a gold chain. You're not Glenfatton. He tightens the grip on the sword handle. By Magrin, friend or foe, I said. Calm down, I'm a friend. Sword still pointing at you, the man gives a sideways glance to his companions and nods. The mercenaries lowers their weapon, a rare and welcome sight, friends, this far from home. He lets the weight of his sword lower his arm. He gives a concerned look to his mercenary company. Look at us, hiding in the rocks and holding it in our guts. He points south, the Fangs. They've bloodied us and now we're trapped. Quinnet sent me. What happened? Resourceful girl. The captain offs a chuckle before returning to his humorless frown. We assumed that Glenfatton killed her before coming upon us. I'm relieved she's alive, doubly relieved she brought help. He rests his sword, still caked with blood, across his shoulders. The tribesmen ambushed us as we made camp. The fight was a lopsided slaughter. Esmar stares at his feet as he finishes his thought. In the melee, someone tripped through the campfire. We were lucky in that regard. The stench of burning flesh and the choking smoke obscured the scene, and a few of us managed to withdraw. We ran to these ruins to regroup, but now we're trapped. The face painters are just south of our position, and they have us cornered. No doubt, they're happy to let us starve while they rest and rebuild their strength before attacking anew. His left hand idly toys with a locket worn around his neck. Seems this is where we will be making our last stand. He mutters as he clenches the gold ornament. If the hunters are to the south, can you flee to the north? We could run that way, maybe evade the Glenfattons if we're quick, but the captain looks over his shoulder and shakes his head. We've spotted the pack of Stelgar up there. Given the options, I'd rather some face painter kill me right quick than die slowly bite by bite to a feral cat. If I didn't know better, I'd wager those beasts are working with the tribesmen, but I'm sure they're just here following their stomachs. Just look at us, limping on our injuries and covered in blood. We must smell like butcher shop. At least you didn't lose your locket in the scuffle. Focusing on the positive, he asks with a laugh as he flips the locket between his calloused finger. This is for my son, for when he's old enough to be trusted with such things. Born a few months ago, not hollow, highly be praised. Told my beloved the child would want for nothing. He looks you in the eye with an embarrassed smile. Probably should have also promised her I wouldn't throw my life away treasure hunting in Air Glenfath. Here's hoping the boy gets his smarts from the mother side of the family. Maybe I can help you get out of here alive. As Marface turns flush and you see the hint of a smile come across his face, we'll take any help we can get. We're pinned between the Stelgars to the north and the Fang to the south. If you can scatter out a group, that'll clear an escape route for us. He turns to address his soldiers. Gents, gather up your gear and lace up your boots. Looks like we have a chance at going home. He hoists his backpack over his shoulder. When a path is clear, north or south, give us word and we'll beat a hasty retreat back to the Deerwood. Man, he's got a son. Like, I honestly, like...
Quiet.
Even Ericla's like, lip. The answer, kill some bitches and some other bitches will reward you. Yeah, pretty much. We'll find the Stelgar. Oh, that's a lot of them.
I'm ready.
Good Christ. Oh God. What have I done? Whew, that was close. She just finished watching all of Gilmore Girls again. And now she's watching 13 Reasons Why Season 2. She's not super big on it, but she keeps on watching it just because she started it. But she's not like a super fan of that show. She just like didn't add anything else she wanted to try at the moment. There's also we started The 100, which I really, really enjoy. And I don't know what she'll watch after that.
I'll see what I can find.
Oh? Over a ground hardened by dry blood and stomped leaf, the corpse of a giant Stelgar crawls with flies. Its flesh has been pierced and cut as if stabbed by spears and slashed by swords. You touch a dead Stelgar's flank. A cloud of flies stirs into the air and suddenly you feel the creature's remaining essence. The world around fades away. The pack rest rocks shelter the youngs, full bellies. You turn away and look beyond the trees. The moon breaks over their swaying canopy. A scent in the air stirs a tingling in your mouth. You slide into the shadow, the taste of hunt filling your nostrils. Light shines on the stone by the water that falls. Prey down below, two-legged, hair like dry grass. It moves near the water that flows. Thin legs, slow, noisy, unaware. It holds a sharp stick. Two-legged hunter, weak hunter, prey. Closer, prey. Bright moon, prey, into the dark. Pain on your side. A sharp stick pokes out of your flank. You roar and shake it. It snaps, breaking on the stones. Wet stones, your blood. Leaves rustle. You look. Another two-legged, another hunter. Thick legs, silent steps, stripped face, strong hunter, enemy. You leap, aiming at its neck. It moves fast. Your claws find flesh, ripping it deep, ripping it down. Wet leaves, two-legged blood. It howls. It fights back. Long claws cut through the air. They slash at your flesh. More pain. Sharp pain. You strike. It strikes. Hot blood on your claws. Hot cuts on your chest. The world goes red. Your strength fails, you can't breathe. The two-legged hunter looks down. Wet ground, our blood. Sharp stick above its head, bright moon above its head. Strong hunter, the world goes dark. Okay, well, I mean,
Easy does it.
I did kill the rest of her pack, so I don't feel too bad, you know? Yeah, the thing is, Amazon, Netflix Canada doesn't have all the shows that the American version has. So unfortunately, some shows I really want to watch, and I'm like, oh, I wish they were on Netflix. And I look up, and they are on Netflix, but I can't watch them. Lip. Man, I want Lip to be the next, to become a thing.
Bullseye.
That's it.
No, not that.
Watch it with that.
White.
Sure.
Oh, a cave. What's Lip? It's part of your mouth. You have two of them. Upper and lower lip. No, but seriously, it's it was a typo in one of the texts I was reading, and there was a repetition of the word lip a few times, and I kind of made it a thing where like I kept saying lip every few words.
Shame.
Thanks, Leonard.
Shame. Shame.
Oh, look at that. Somebody else on there. I bet you that's the hunter. He probably died too. Oh, that'd be crazy if that was the case.
I'll teach you.
Oh, a young bear. Alone. Okay, maybe not alone.
I'll take a peek.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
What's happening down there? Or up here, I should say. That's the first time I think I see
Quiet.
two animals attacking each other. That just never happens usually. Huh.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Oh god, Addergans. Course.
I'll teach you a lesson.